If the company would say, all right, you would have your interview tomorrow through Microsoft Teams. Di man ka pwede mo ingon nga, sir, pwede Google Meet lang, pwede Zoom lang, kay kuan. Lisod man ang that shouldn't be. Okay, so you should know how to navigate those things. How should you navigate your job hunting during COVID-19 pandemic? I just included this note to be, because that's what we're experiencing this time. So I'll be sharing with you now some tips to navigate your job search amidst pandemic. Be ready for the hiring process to take longer than usual. Expect to apply for 5 to 10 minutes the number of jobs that you had planned to before the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm sorry, 5 to 10 times. So again, especially this time sa pandemic, mahirap talaga maghanap ng trabaho. Okay, it will not only take you 1 or 2 or 3 times to apply for a job, 5 to 10 or even 15 times to apply for a job. Set aside time each day to search and apply for jobs. Finding a job is a job. So dapat you should set time to search for a job. Uh, do not be like Juan Tamad, like waiting for the fruit to fall. You should do something. You should search and apply. Keep your online profile updated. Make sure your social presence reflects you in the best light. Yung iba kasi ng mga companies, once you send your application letter online, they search your social networking profile too. So dapat it would reflect you in the best light. Be willing to take a temporary job to demonstrate your abilities. Kung mayroon namang offer na in which your skill best fit for or in which you're good at, go with it. Kung hindi ka na hire as teacher, in DepEd or in BiPSU or in other schools, but you have other skills that would lead you to other temporary job, have that experience. Take that as an experience. In some way, it could demonstrate your abilities. Tailor your cover letter and resume to the specific job for which you're applying for. So like what I said a while ago, you adapt your resume or your application letter kung saan ka, anong kumpanya yung ina-applyan mo. Practice a virtual or phone interview before the actual one happens. Hone your speech. Practice telling that story over and over again and research companies that are hiring. All right, number 8 said, practice a virtual or phone interview. Okay, so before your video interview, for example, video interview to, be aware of your surroundings. Dapat hindi makalat. Dress professionally. Ito yun yung sa pandemic time, sometimes the employer will just say, all right, we will have a video interview. So what you're going to do is to be aware of your surroundings. Dress professionally, and then check the technology ahead of time to ensure it works. Baka mahina yung connection ninyo, baka yung audio may problem, baka yung video may problem, and then on the day of the video interview, yun yan, nagka-problema ka na because you failed to check that. The video interview requires practice, so make time to practice, review, and correct. Ito naman yung sa phone interview. Kanina yung sa video interview, this time yung phone interview. So, take the phone interview seriously. Phone interview, I've experienced having phone interview before. So, take the phone interview seriously. Make sure you are in a quiet place and not distracted. Make sure, kung nasa market ka, nasa mall ka, you look for a place na hindi masyado maingay. Okay? Para so you could hear the questions clearly. Okay? Kung nakikinig ka ng movie or you're watching a movie or you're listening to television, have the volume or lessen the volume or have it toned down so you could hear the questions. Make sure that you have a strong cell coverage. All right? If you think that yung house mo, yung lugar niyo ay mahina yung cell phone connection or cell coverage, you go somewhere, you look someplace na strong your cell coverage. Be aware of potential time differences. Siguro sa kanila 10 o'clock na, sa'yo 9:45 pa, yung mga gano'n, medyo advanced, medyo late yung time. And always confirm the time zone when scheduling the time interview. For example, the HR called you up that you have a phone interview tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So before your conversation would end up, confirm the time. Mommy, I just confirm again with the time. It would be at 11 o'clock tomorrow. Okay? So yun yung mga tips, no? Especially this time of pandemic. You should always be motivated and you should be persistent. According to Wesley Snipes, don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir
Thank you
Hapal.
very much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
Thank you
for
so much, sir.
the
Thank
very
you,
Sir,
sir.
timely and
okay. Sir
informative
Jimmy,
tips.
uh, that's just for my second session. Meron pa akong last and it's already 4:36. It's all about writing effective correspondences. Can we still have it now or I will just be sharing na lang my presentation?
What's the pleasure po of everyone?
Ay. May I ask our virtual participants if you still are okay?
Yes, sir. We're okay,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Because
sir.
I should
Continue
end
now,
this.
sir.
So, kidding, sir.
So I'll just have a run through on this, no? I'll just give you samples na lang on cover letter because actually in writing correspondences, I have also here some tips, but I focus much on application letter and resume. Okay? Um, for a while. Nakikita niyo na ba yung sa screen?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Opo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I suppose that I'll be discussing now about writing effective correspondences, and you're still with me. Um, ito na naman yung hugot ng relasyon ay parang pagsusulat, hindi porket napagod ka na sa kanan, mangangaliwa ka na. Okay? And then, we have,
kaagayat.
sorry sa mga
Sir.
hugot.
Perfect, sir.
Oh,
Wow.
Ay, naku, mga hugot sa life. And these are our objectives. And sandali lang. Ito na yon. Kung ano yung correspondence, no? Yung correspondence is a written and digital composition, which it could be written, it could be digital composition. Okay? This time around, we employ writing and receiving and reading letter through emails. Okay? Before, letters lang, mga reports lang, mga circulars lang. Ngayon, may mga emails na. And that's still part of correspondence. Remember, a correspondence is a written and digital composition. Okay? It's a written form of communication between two parties. So in other words, my sender at my receiver. Okay? So correspondence is a way to pass on ideas in writing. Now, what are your worries in writing a correspondence? Can I ask somebody, kahit isa lang, ano ba yung mga worries mo in writing a correspondence?
Grammar, sir.
Right, grammar or technicalities. Okay, composition. Yun yung mga worries natin, no? But with these tips, I hope it could help you on how to write an effective correspondence. Okay. Ano ba yung essence of effective correspondence? Remember, correspondence is a form of communication. Okay? So as you advance in your professional career or even when applying for a job, correspondence becomes very important. And how you communicate through writing is a direct reflection of yourself. So you really need to make it good. Okay? Kung ano yung pagkakasulat mo, kung mali-mali yung mga sulat mo, it would really reflect your personality. It would really reflect yourself. Okay? Let me give you the 5 C's of effective correspondence. It starts with connection. So, uh, like what I said a while ago, correspondence is a form of communication. So it should build a good connection between the reader and the writer. The writer should make sure that the reader understands what he or she is writing. Next C is clarity. Effective written communication is clear and easy to understand. So highfalutin, bombastic words, and other mga idiomatic expressions don't have any place in correspondence. Words that could easy to be understood, that's fine. So make use of clear and easy words. Conciseness, it's all about brevity. Good written communication sticks to the points. Okay? Do not include mga extraneous information. Um, yung application letter mo should only be 1 page. Yung resume mo should only be 1 or 2 pages. Okay? Every time you write report, eliminate those unnecessary words. Cause, ano ba yung reason mo of sending letter? Ano ba yung reason mo uh, for writing needs? Okay? Next is correctness. Correctness. This is, you need to make use of correct tone. So you need to be polite in your letter. You need to be courteous in your letter. Avoid mga offensive language and mga grammar lapses. So that should be correct in everything. So those are the 5 C's of effective correspondence. Okay. Here are the tips and guidelines, no, for an effective correspondence. Get right to the point. Do not ramble. Remember again, conciseness. Do not use other terms, mga longer terms. Next, use short, clear, and concise sentences to express your ideas. Again, this is all about clarity and brevity. Since this is a method of official communication, practice standard format, and you need to avoid slang. Avoid idiomatic expressions, avoid jargons, and avoid slang words. Tone is very important. So again, make sure that yung tone ng letter is still nandun yung respect, nandun yung courtesy. Be aware of the audience or of your readers. Tapos, edit, edit, edit. Let me just proceed to application letter and resume now. This is now putting pen into paper. Mastering professional written correspondences. I am focusing on application letter and resume. Actually, there are many types of correspondences. I'm just including in this talk application letter and resume writing. So do you know about job application letter? Ano ba
No,
yung
sir.
job? Alright. So ano yung job application letter? I hope klaro yung sa screen. Klaro ba yung sa screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Application letter is a standalone document you submit to a potential employer. It's a very important document na kailangan mong i-submit sa potential employer mo to express your interest in an open position. It explains who you are as a professional and as an individual or as an applicant. Your application letter highlights your achievement and skills. And it also explains to the reader why they should ask you in for an interview. And why should you qualify for a job? Because you include your skills, your achievements in the application letter. Keep in mind that your application letter can impress a potential employer and set you apart from other applicants. So, do you need to write a letter to apply for a job? Most of the time, the answer is yes. For other companies, hindi na sila nagre-require ng application letter, only resume. But in my case, again, I always included application letter there. Though the company, though the agency, the institution didn't require for one. Okay? So still, there's a need for you to write or to include application letter as part of your document. So write and apply for success. A job application letter, also known as cover letter, should be sent or uploaded with your resume. Di na siya resume, ha? That's resume. That should be Z there. Okay? If S, all right. If S comes before a vowel, I'm sorry, if S comes after a vowel, you need to pronounce it as Z. So that should be resume. Di na siya resume. Okay. Resume offers a history of your work experience and an outline of your skills and accomplishments. Meanwhile, your job application letter explains why you're qualified for the position and should be selected for an interview. Let me just jump note to, okay, ito. Guidelines for job application letters. Remember, presentation and appearance of your cover letter is very important, is very necessary. If pagkita sa employer, it's not pleasant to their eyes, then they will not accommodate it. They will not anymore bother to call you. So dapat presentable at saka maganda yung appearance. How? You should follow these writing guidelines for job application letter. You should have considered the length, the format and page margins, and the fonts. So gaano ba kataas yung application letter mo? A letter of application should be no more than 1 page long. Dapat isang page lang. Yung format and page margin naman, it should be single-spaced with a space between each paragraph. So, may single space siya per line, every line, tapos may space siya between each paragraph. Use about one margin in all, 1 inch na 1 inch in all sides, and align your text to the left, which is the standard alignment for most documents. Pero pwede man ka full black style, pwede ka indented style. Okay? Formal din naman yon. Yung font, ito yung mga suggested na mga font style and font sizes. You may make use of Times New Roman, Arial, or Calibre na mga font styles. You may also have use the font sizes 10 and 12. But normally, it's 12. Now, what to include in each section of the letter? Okay? Dapat merong heading. Yung heading, ito yung contact information no, ng sender. Kung ikaw yung napadala ng application letter, this is your contact information. And then next, your salutation. This is the polite greeting. Formally, dapat dear. And then yung receiver. Okay? Dear Mr. Hapay. Dear Ms. Sanyosa. If you don't know the gender, you may just make use, if you don't know the gender of the receiver no, or of the hiring manager, ano yung gagamitin mo? Wag ka nilang maglagay ng title na Mr. or Miss. You may, because yung iba, for example, yung Jennifer could be a name of a man, could also be a name of a woman, di ba? Mayroong mga ganon. So kung hindi ka sure sa gender, pwede na lang yung first name at last name ng hiring manager. For example, you would say, Dear Ryan Hapay, Dear Jimmy Senyosa, Dear Ryan Tufel Arpon. Kung hindi mo alam yung gender. Pero kung alam mo naman, so you may make use of the titles. Dear Mr. Arpon, Dear Miss Senyosa. Next, you have the body of the letter. So you have, in the first paragraph, you want to mention the job you're applying for and saan mo nakita yung job listing. Later, I will show you an example. Then yung next paragraphs, you could have the most important part of your letter. Could have your name there. You could have kung saan ka na-graduate and other qualifications. And then the third and last paragraph of your body of the letter will be your thank you to the employer and other follow-up information. Next part is the complimentary close. So sign off your mail, your application letter with this. Could be very respectfully yours, could be respectfully yours, could be sincerely yours, and then followed by your name as part of your signature. So yun yung mga naka-include dapat sa iyong application letter. Yun yung mga sections. Nakuha niyo?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um,
Yes, sir.
Ito yung sample, I hope klaro siya, no? Klaro ba?
Dili, sir. Kay gagmay kaayo.
No,
Dili,
sir.
sir.
For a while.
Pag i-zoom siya, sir, klaro.
Okay, just for a while. Kalit lang ha. What about that?
Yes, sir.
Klaro na?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Okay.
Yes,
So, ito yung example. So, yun yung my header. Ito yung header, your address. Ito yung contact information ha ng sender kung ikaw yung padala. So, you have your heading and then after that the date of the writing kung kailan mo sinulat yung letter at yung name ng hiring manager or supervisor. Tapos ito yung salutation. Tapos next sa body of the letter now, yung outline where you saw the job posting. Ito yung mga laman. Tapos yung complimentary close, to yung closing at saka yung signature. Okay. Ito yung pinasa ko when I applied for a position. Unfortunately, sorry ha, medyo na-cut kasi yung I miscrop the header. May header pa kasi yan doon. Sorry po. Basta may header yun, yun yung address ko, Barangay Kalumpang, Naval, Biliran. Tapos yung phone number at saka yung contact information ko. Tapos ito na yung date. Ang ginamit ko dito po I made use of the indented style. Kaya naka-indent siya. Okay, pero justified siya. So after the heading, you have your date and then you have the hiring manager. Yung hiring manager namin is yung superintendent namin. So for example, mag-apply kayo ng job sa DepEd. So your superintendent would always be your hiring manager. So I said, Madam, or pwede din tong, Dear Dr. Lumpas, I have been reliably informed that the Schools Division Office Biliran is in need of a senior education So, ito na, yung kanina, saan ko nakuha yung job post? Okay, saan ko nalaman? So, mayroong nagbigay, somebody told me. So, I have been reliably informed. Tapos, I am now showing my interest. So, that's why I put it here. Please consider me as an interested applicant. That's part of my body. So, yun yung mga second and third paragraphs. I put there my achievements and my other skills and also the other details. Okay, and yun, I ended my body of the letter with a thank you note. So I have my complimentary close with respectfully yours and my name, my complete name. Tapos that should bear my signature also. Okay? Nakuha nyo?
Yes, sir.
Opo.
Ito pa yun, oh. Ito pa yung, I have another sample here of a job application template. So, ito na yung address, ito yung heading ng sender. Tapos, you have the date, kung kailan sinulat yung letter. You have the receiver, the hiring manager, at saka ito na. Anyway, you could get many samples of this, no, in the internet. Okay, yung resume naman, yung resume actually originates from French, which means summary. Okay, it's a French word which means summary. The purpose of resume is still to provide employers with a summary of your relevant qualifications. It is a formal document that provides an overview of your professional qualifications. It helps you demonstrate your abilities and convince employers you're qualified at. Okay. Um,
Ha?
ano ba yung nasa resume mo dapat? That these are the things no that you should include in your resume: contact details, your introduction, your education, experience, your skills, your certifications or your trainings. Okay? I should have to include this no kani mga tips but I'm running out of time. Anyway, again, you could ask this from Sir Jimmy since I forwarded this presentation to him. Ito na yung mga samples ng resume. Kasi may types, may resume, may tatlong resume formats, no? Meron tayong functional, combination, and chronological. But these are examples of resume. If you would ask me, sir, necessary ba na may picture, may photo, yung resume? I would say it's better. Okay, I would say you include a recent photo in your resume. You could have different format, no? You could search this in the internet. This is an example of um, this is an example of a chronological format because it emphasizes work history. Oh, nasa yung work experience na yung nauna, tapos yung mga achievements niya din, other qualifications. Ito naman, if it emphasizes much of the skills, it's an example of a functional resume.
Pag ano?
So,
Pag
di ba nakay name no? Tapos sunod sa imong name,
Cruz ang isa lahi na po. Chippy, Mr. Chip tay ganahan mo Mr. Chip. Kunay Mr. Chip tay duha.
please turn off your microphone. Kay ikaw rin nagka-on ba og Mr. Chips. Aw. Okay. So we have here many samples of resume. Pwede itong ganito na format. Yan. This is the type of resume that I submitted no when I applied for a job. I have there my name, my contact details, your objective. Dapat may objective yun talaga palagi no. Yung meron kang summary statement, tapos education, yung work and internship experience mo. Yung work experiences mo dapat mag-start ka sa pinaka-recent. Okay? Tapos yung mga community involvement, if you have, pwede mo rin ma-include yung mga awards and recognitions, mga seminars and trainings attended, and other skills. Ito yung other sample. So dapat meron talagang objective, always na may objective ka. Or ito yung tinatawag na summary qualification. Yan. Okay. Your resume could only be a one page or it could have 1 or 2 pages. But as we go back, you should include these details in your resume. Your contact details, your introduction. Yung introduction, ito yung pinaka-objective mo doon, no? Yung resume summary or your resume objectives or your qualification summary. Yun yung pinaka-introduction mo. Tapos, education, experience, skills, trainings, or you could also include yung mga awards because that could be an advantage. All right. And before I end, I would like you guys to always embrace the unknown because as we anticipate for the future. We really don't know exactly what will happen. But always, people who lack self confidence worry that they will never succeed in an unpredictable situation. Well, it's time to stop doubting yourself and to try something completely new, unknown, and different. So even at this time of pandemic, you still could hunt for a job, you still could be hired. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sir Jimmy. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so much,
Thank
sir.
you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Thank you,
Sir Hapag,
sir.
Thank
for
you.
the very informative tips
Thank you, sir.
that you
Thanks a lot,
provide
sir.
that would help the student teachers on what to do during the job hunting and during the interview. Thank you very much. Okay. If
Thank you so
okay,
much, Ma'am Joy.
so anyone, you could ask now
Sige, we could
questions if you
entertain,
have
yeah.
questions.
I could entertain questions.
I have a question, Sir Hapay.
Yes, Sir Junel.
What's the difference of sir, yung full block and indent block style sa
Ah,
application letter?
sige po. Yung full black, naka-align left siya lahat, pero naka-justify siya. Okay? So, nasa left lahat yung ano, naka-align left siya lahat, Sir Froy. Yung indented, yun yung kanina that I presented, yung naka-indent siya, naka-indent yung mga paragraphs. For yung full block style, nandun yun, naka-align left lahat sila, pero justified. Ano, align left lahat, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I see Jovel raising hand. Welcome, Froy. Junel, are you an English major?
Yes, sir.
I see, I remember. Naging student naman da mo, no? Jovel, you're raising your hand. Or any other questions?
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, Geronimo, you're acknowledged.
Okay, sir. Na- Is there is an instance, sir, during the interview nga, for example, sir, naalay limited time niya. Sorry for a technical problem. Naalay limited time ba, sir, ba niya? What if, sir, an interviewee, sir, kaihiyo na siya, sir. So, man niya pag-handle, sir.
Ang interviewee is,
Ang interviewee po.
kayo na siya. So,
Opo.
okay. Okay.
Sir,
That's what I said a while ago, no? Prior to that, prior to the call-up time of your interview, you should make sure na ready ka na. That you already have deposited, yun na. Wala ka na mga ganun. However, if situation or circumstance would um, have that, because siguro out of nervousness, you've felt that it would be better still to excuse and to ask permission from the interviewer that you would like to go to the comfort room for a moment because you want to pee.
Ay,
Hindi,
okay na.
yes, that would still be fine kasi naman mangihi ka dito. The interviewer would understand you that, sir. But again, prior to your call-up time for job interview, make sure that you really are very, very much ready. But should you feel that way, no, during the interview, be polite because just be asking permission sa interviewer. Other questions?
Sir,
Yes. Anyone else? I'm so happy, no, that you're interacting. So at least it's a good note.
Excuse me, sir. Kanang nalang kontay ask, sir.
Yes, Rosaline. Go ahead.
Kanang, how about, sir, kanang nervous jud ka, sir, ba? Dili man gud na usahay kalikyan, sir. Then,
Mhm.
unsay best nga remedy, sir, nga ma-overcome gud nimo siya kanang, like, mawawa gud siya ba? Kay, na kasi instances nga naa jud siya perminti ang nervous. Ang
Okay.
kakulba.
All right. I understand that, no? And as to what I said a while ago, Miss Rosaline, even the most experienced and prolific speakers still have that sense of nervousness. And then causes of nervousness varies. Uh, causes of stage fright also varies. And also, we have our different ways or strategies of coping that. Um, you just need to be composed. For example, you have your call-up time at 9 o'clock. So that's your interview time. So before that call-up time, release everything. Try to release now your tension, your fear. So while waiting for your turn for that interview, while you are not yet on the interview hall, release everything outside. Okay? You may take a walk, you may inhale and exhale. Take some moment for yourself to compose, and then it actually depends into you know as to how you would as to how you could overcome as to how you would like to overcome your nervousness. You may bring with you kanang ano na siya, mga things nga, for example, I have known a friend nga na siya pirmi dalhon nga kanang medyo ball, gamay nga ball is a small ball nga iyang pirmi, uh, young Captain Pyramid, that's how he or she releases tensions and fears. So in your case, again, while waiting for your interview, while waiting for a call-up time, you release everything. Take a walk, inhale, exhale. You may shout if you want. Just make sure that, other applicants cannot hear you doing that. That's what I did too before.
Okay po, sir. Thank you.
And you may bring handkerchief with you, especially if you keep on perspiring out of stage fright.
Okay po, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Ryan. Thank you.
All right. Thank
And
you, everyone.
so we are now
Thank you,
going
sir.
to award the certificate of recognition. Let us hear from Sir Sanyuza to read as the citation. Sir.
Yes, ma'am. Is my screen po visible na?
Not yet pa, sir.
Yeah. It is my pride and honor to award this certificate of recognition to our resource speaker, Iliran Province State University, ISO 9001-2015 certified, School of Teacher Education. Certificate of recognition is awarded to Mr. Ryan G. Hapay for his professional expertise, active support, and invaluable service rendered as resource speaker with the topic Future-Proofing Student Skills Towards Employment during the third leg of the school-based webinar series for the BiPSU-STEd pre-service teachers held on June 9, 2021. Given this 9th day of June 2021 at Biliran Province State University, Naval Biliran, Philippines. Virtually signed, Ryan Chofel P. Arpon, Dean School of Teacher Education, and virtually signed by our University President, Dr. Victor C. Canyasu Jr. Thank you very much, Sir Hapay, and congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Right,
sir.
allow me, Sir Jimmy, to
Thank you,
express my
sir.
gratitude also to School of Teacher Education, to Sir Ryan Arpon, and to the rest of the organizers of these This is a long zoo activity now, but at least now it has been pushed through. And thank you so much, pre-service teachers, for your time, for not sleeping, and for being with me for the whole duration. I hope I had given justice to the invitation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And now, we may request from the students to give us the feedbacking of the three-day webinar series from the leg 1 up to leg 3. So it is by campus, so one from the Naval campus and one from the Biliran campus. So let me hear now from the Naval campus, no other than from the STED.
Okay, I would like to call Mr. Jonil Froy Pantas to share his feedback of the three-leg webinar series for our BiPSU-STEd pre-service teachers. Mr. Pantas.
Hello, good afternoon. Sir Jimmy,
Yes, good afternoon.
um, what am I supposed to say in the feedback, sir?
Your comment of the three-leg na webinar series na to.
Okay. So our leg 3 webinar series was actually very great, especially when uh, we've heard from Dr. Cordeta about the uh, tawagan, about normalizing na ang mga tanang students should be equal, no? And I like the idea na we have been presented nga in the future nga nila, and as well as assessment tools nga mag-integrate gihapon tawag ka ng gi-apply na ang technology nga magamit kita, and as well sa kang Sir Ryan, it was a very long webinar kay Sir Ryan, but it was well justified by Sir Ryan. He has taught as well, and as well explained well sa iyang application letter, even though it was very quick, job hunting, and as well sa resume, and as well sa pag-answer mga questions. And we're very glad we've learned a lot from this day from our webinar speakers, and we're very thankful.
Thank you, Mr. Pantas. And now, let us hear from the Biliran campus, no other than Mr. Orlando Perez.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good
So on
afternoon.
behalf on behalf of Biliran Campus pre-service teachers, I believe that all the resource speakers delivered their topics very well. All the aspects, all the areas of their topics were clearly explained and elaborated. And so with that, I think that through these webinars, not just these in particular, but from the first leg up to now, definitely we have learned and gained a lot of lessons that we can use in the field soon. Of course, we are taught how to have an effective canned video. We are taught how to manage an online classroom and create a conducive online environment. We're also taught about lesson planning and on how diverse learners could be. We are also taught on how to make online instructional materials. And in this webinar, we are taught about inclusive education, assessment and recording tools in the new normal. We also learned about the integration of philosophies to learner-centered classroom. And we even learned how to ace job interviews. So, the knowledge and skills that we acquired from these things, from these webinars, are so relevant, especially in times we have right now. That's why let me take this opportunity to be grateful, to thank the administration, the deans, our moderators, resource speakers, our cooperating teachers, and everyone who made all this possible. I know we are challenged, but we still strive and persevere. And in the end, I believe we will all succeed. Thank you and good afternoon po.
Thank you, Mr. Perez. Sir Jimmy.
Yes, ma'am. So I think that's a wrap for our webinar series for BiPSU-STEd. Evaluation for part na-share na rin siya sa messenger. For the Biliran campus, I already shared it to Ma'am Helizon. And for the Naval campus, it's already shared to the GC naman doon sa mga taga Naval campus. I'll be posting also the link to our FB group. Please be informed that your internship period will end on June, wait, June 25. So you only have around 2 weeks or at least 12 days, ideally 12 working days to comply all the internship requirements approved by the BiPSU Board of Regents. On June 21, 22, and 23, the BiPSU Naval Campus pre-service teachers will undergo monitoring of your internship requirements. So, for the Biliran campus naman, si Ma'am Helizon lang po ang mag-schedule when po siya mag-conduct sa monitoring sa mga pre-service teachers nato from Biliran campus. In regards also to the remaining links sa atong electronic portfolio, please keep posted sa atong Facebook group. I'll be posting them within this week. So I think it's all success. Congratulations to all of us. Thanks to God for helping us, for blessing us the best weather to survive, to graduate this webinar series. I know this is a very new internship model to everyone, but I hope the School of Teacher Education of BiPSU provides you still the training and the experience that will, catapult you in the field very, very soon. Once you pass your board exam in the future and apply to DepEd and go somewhere, I know we are sure that you are equipped with the skills in content, pedagogy, and technology. So keep on exploring and continue being teachable with humility. So any further question before we end this call?
None so far,
None
sir.
so far. So thank you
Sir,
very much.
excuse me.
Yes,
Sir Jimmy,
Lisa.
sir kanang mautan na lang ako ang kadto bang reflection paper sir ba? Lahi dayto ang katong maghimo po kag reflection para sa 7 nga domain og lahi po daytong reflection para sa katong mga webinars per session.
Yes. if you could see, I already posted the links of the parts of the portfolio. Wala sa una na ako gi-post ang link number 7 and link number 8 because na ako gi-adjust. Why? Because kung i-per domain na ko ang reflection, it will be, too heavy in your shoulder already. So ako siyang gi-readjust. I-per webinar na lang na ako. Ana.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you.
instead of having 7 reflections, you would only have 3 reflections na lang. Reflections of the webinar 1, webinar 2, and webinar 3.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir. Salamat.
Okay, salamat din, sir.
So on June 21, 22, and 23 again, I'll be having the monitoring for the BiPSU Naval Campus. So if you don't have any question, I'll end this call. It has been a long day to all of us. And I hope starting tomorrow, rest on mo tonight, starting tomorrow until the 25th, I hope na mahuman ninyo tanan ang i-require ni School of Teacher Education para mo maka-earn og OJT credits and hopefully maka-earn mo og kanang grade ninyo sa inyong OJT. In regards din sa inyong kuan, grand demo teaching, which is proposed on June 28 to July 2. We are still on the process of finalizing the guidelines. I'm just waiting from the Faculty of Student Teaching to send to me the guidelines so that ma-polish na nako o ma-harmonize. So once I receive already the guidelines coming from Dr. Alho and Dr. Tensinko and the Faculty of Student Teaching in Biliran Campus, we will announce also the soonest possible time the guidelines and the mechanics and the criteria for your grand final demo teaching. So I think that's the latest update. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.